I mean, I had some issues with the clinical part.
All right.
As a practitioner, no, you started a year Juma war. Your friend was saying, hermaphrodite, so I check.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to medical science, here who Juma check. And
like, is it
like
surgery? Or?
yes, I mean, and it's simple. I mean, when you have a child with for us, me just say hospital now, your diagnosis say the male organ and the female organ is present. What we do is that your mouth actually saw 12 months. That's for my friend 1 year. The year count months and weeks.
Okay.
Now you share the active one.
Yeah, active amongst the two, no?
Yes, then it's maintained with the hormones.
Okay. And the inactive, no?
It's gone off. It dies by itself.
Sir.
Yes, and there's
some say you woman, no. Not sebi Masida. Yes. Obi betimi awura pie.
Yet we rem because the urethra, maybe I'm a juice of it will be coming out from the wee will never come from the urethra. Remember, sorry, a bear man. Definitely it comes through the male organ.
It will be a one immune, no. Urine, no,
I am yet to believe that anybody has two organs that would tell me that he or she will use from the two organs.
Oh, okay.
Then it means that school I call jai. I mean the imbalances are there. Ola say Obani
Mama drove to sorry, what's the one more?
We give you time to allow the organ to grow.
Okay.
When the organ grows, then we are yet to do. And this time, there was speech therapists, there were counselors. I mean, all these things comes to be. And we've saved a lot of people who have never become gays and lesbians, and they're working after the surgery. They are okay.
Okay.
What does it?
So others to who didn't go for any surgery, the parents told them, oh, I know my little baby, and the two grew.
No.
Which one is it? No.
You see, when I'm saying that, you see, when you check the anatomy of the human being, there's no way two organs can grow in your body. What do you call grow? The two organs cannot be active, because usually, if you check the anatomy of the female organ, majority of the people that you say or bema your battle, baby no, or share almost clit area now. How that the growth of the male organ comes up?
Yeah.
And copio
because the baby I one musa.
So say and develop here. You might have a clit that might look outrageous, but it's not going to be a penis.
Okay.
So what did I say?
Clit.
So once I say usha sana obani hotiana clit na da hono nasi ena be bi ojun so ba unitran ho na
obi ho na bo se tokron kitwa mi
ha nti ho na jun so fiba be man so yanya de no be ma dua na e wo ho na ahoma na edi jun so no edem.
Oh, okay.
It is oba ufa obina uka say ne bema e wa active ne oba wa active a ubi say is a unitary divided into two.
Oh, okay.
That's abnormality.
Active.
So what we wait for hermaphrodites, obi or two organs, is to make sure that you better make sure say the active one will work, and then where we think that the person might be growing in an atmosphere, whatever, it's done correctly. Now, number two, the other part of the conversation is that say obanyum now you see a scan. Ni ahwesa abofra ne yoba anabema dia yesu nyina wo school no say we only use the genitalia that ne ho any addition so ba na obema it is scan transducer ne si so na you run transducer do on the fetus na you hu say abofra no ne dua sen ho a yes is a male dua ne sen ho a so we have mothers who by virtue of the scan what we saw or what the sonographer saw by the ultrasound. Eka said, I saw a male organ. So we said your child is a male. I said developing of the fetus. They are forming the panel. Eti ultrasound now I saw a male.
Native problem now so what with
that they are hermaphrodites that we have treated and they are back to the gender that is active.
Okay.
So there's a point I believe that some of these people are exaggerating because they want to be, in quote, more unique than other people.
Okay.
That's why I have the problem, because until we started making this thing now, we a lot of people, there are people who have gotten that system, we've counseled them, they are normal.
Okay.
They are living, they are not interested in putting their male organ in the anal region of another fellow man. Do you understand? So the assertion that you don't know how I feel, counseling has worked. Speech therapies have worked. People who say that we have gotten it. It's a growth. It's a hormonal imbalance. It's like the last time I was telling you, people have breast.
Yeah.
It does to somebody. Yeah. It's an imbalance. But it's an imbalance thing. Dimple. It's an imbalance of the hormonal changes. When the fetus is forming, maybe say I say anybody see me say near force me say I didn't buy from that angle as a medical person.
Okay, good. Now, I did back also I'm asking, so I can like Amiatia says sometimes it's not about the genitalia, but it's about how you see yourself, how you feel. For her, on any situation, no, only your son, she's attracted as a female. Like maybe be a Mayano, and a money. I won't
fight it, but that's what I told you what we do. We have the speech therapist in the game. We have a psychologist in the game. We have the psychiatric and a counselor in the game.
Okay.
And we have the surgeon as well.
Okay.
So Obani Enyina say the counseling comes to shape the child, not to change, but to manage the other negative hormones that comes.
Oh, okay.
What I say? And there was ignorance, or they ignore.
Yeah.
Those sort of speeches, because you know, that kind of thing. But no, fine. So it means that there was a childhood deformity and some childhood deformation of growth. Changes as we grow.
Okay.
We are what we call the psychic of the child from 2 years building up. That is why we show weighing card more. You say about Fred do some months Odu ese oye mama. Ese o kan do wachi. Ese o kan color. So when these things we don't see in your child, Odu akwara ne ba, yare ne call Emma your psychological evaluation said then ya abofra. So there are so many things that we've learned any addition. Nti wo ba na nyama ne ba mu saa. Na hu so o male organ na say me ti so o ka say nani mama, the communication between you and your mother was not that way. Now I bet can you go and say I've had sex before? It's everywhere in the whole world. When we say in Africa, no.
What do you mean?
Like, I want to call mommy home and say, when I have sex, this I feel in an African way. No, it's a human instinct.
Trying to make is that we are unable to do sex education. Tell you about sex.
No, because usro mama so in bedin komo. But when it becomes a health concern and not a sexual concern, where is the fear? I don't think if I have malaria and headache, I'll feel reluctant to tell my parents.
Counselor, do you know about what the 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, up to there 8 years? Do you discuss sex?
Now, when you want to say we discuss sex,
do you talk about sex? Do you teach them about sex?
So if you're asking, every stage of a child have what the brain can absorb.
Okay.
Psychologically, it's not everything that you expect that a child can absorb.
Okay, your child, 8 years, comes up to you and asks you, say, what is sex?
How does mommy get pregnant at 8?
One question.
A question like this comes up, and this question is explained to them, and they are confused because they won't understand.
And now one part, you want your Fabra level. I could timber be just say, man, that I don't know, magazine. Now you know, I am not sorry, you know, media minibi. I don't know what friend Kakai. Good. Friend media. Good. And we are unable to answer those questions.
No, it's not. We're not unable. It is part of the childhood development.
Say you ain't kind of crunch your money.
No. There is a growth of a child that she has to get used to slang words. It's part of parenting.
Slang words.
Slang words.
Send me friend the bear man and say
it's a slang word. So as the child develops, the thought is that the change goes up. Oh, share a catalog. Look at the catalog. Their body part has been named. There are parts that are not in the catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, some picture. Deliberate in the whole world.
So you don't tell the child from.
It's not that we don't check. There's a stage. She sees an organ. She will ask some of the question about the organ. But no matter how best she cannot absorb it because the childhood stage, she can't absorb. So when we talk about sex education, one, sex education enya obema enya wayasio. Sex education is a male and a female. The sexes that is saying that is where the child is. Who develop it baby menstruation ba. And so akwala nyindu ni teens. Now on to me communicating the difference they have. There's a lady who we have to do surgery for after 32 years. I work on nursing in Aba. Nasi or your bar, but nasi kwani ni ho. There was nothing there. And she like she's a female.
She's a flat.
There was a point of Joseph film.
Okay, you really
appeared not Joseph.
But baby,
for penetration for coitus in your our small space kakrana mojaba to so menstruate. It was after 32 years. And suddenly she realized that she has to talk about it. When you say she provoke her to come and speak. So the problem is about parenting.
Okay, the problem is about parenting. Osaka, they say society. Like that's how she is, that's how she looks, that's how she feels. But obey nipa near pamono. Because they are strange. Why are they strange?
They are not like us.
It's in your pamo.
No, yeah, pamo. We can't welcome them.
Why can't we?
Because it's our right.
It's who's right?
If you gather yourself in a room and all of a sudden somebody enters who doesn't look like you, will you be quiet?
I will look at you and I will admire your difference.
No, you're using the wrong word. We don't admire the difference.
That's my word.
No, we don't admire the difference.
That's my word.
No, if you admire the difference, you have a psychological problem.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. We say,
I admire the fact that you are not like
no.
That is my word.
No.
You can't choose.
Ola.
What do you mean
you are using an English word which is not
my word.
No, it's your word, but it's not pleasant to the communication we are doing. If you tell me that I admire
because you are different.
No, when people are different, what do you admire?
I admire the creation.
No.
What do you mean?
In the first place, you don't know what you are seeing. So how do you admire it?
I'm seeing it because
the natural instincts of a normal being is the system gets conflicted, interpersonal conflict of the image that comes into your cognitive template. That's natural instincts. But them just say you see cognitive what dream shisheye senate no any hu ade a e wo se na chi no e ba e wo se na efra no efra de wi a e wo se na pie sa process no se hu bibi na se de na hu ye no nye we a untumi enje. You admire things. You admire things that you know.
That's not true.
Okay, so anybody who admires anything nasty has a mental deficiency. So Ola, you are mentally deficient.
Thank you.
You're in trouble for us.
Now,
so when you walk towards me, I have a phone call with you. What's my name is Ola Michael, and I'm supposed to bring a gift to you and meet you at OKFM to give to me. I can't believe you. In my psychological expectation and security, maybe meet Ola Michael. Minimum. But immediately you hear Michael, Ola can be any other thing. Like before the and yes, bomb per se, but like I will be Bema. Yadi abiding to Bema. I say a Bema. I say your bar. SNM Bema. SNM Oba. Because we didn't see any pronunciation. And to me, I believe in the to them. By a just say English name to say Michael. To say George.
Okay, so me Ola Michaels.
Jose.
Ola Michaels.
Say the why that? And Michael's near here. We are stranger. And I'm expecting to meet a male. Many gifts in the buy Usi Fikan. Hello. I'm Ola.
No, Mecca.
Hello. Okay, so I am Michael. I am Michael. Are you the one I spoke to? We'll say yes. Well. Please. But I was expecting to meet a male, so I can't admire you in the first. To be honest, genuinely.
Yeah, that one is different.
So I'm saying that you can't admire anything strange that comes to you.
Okay.
Maybe a school now buy it. That's how sir.
Matthew.
Me talk on 0277609444. Ya musa ni scan. I say ya chira na there. Ni papa musa ni scan. Hola. So when you come closer to us, now want to say yang, our reaction will not be very accepting. It will be hostile.
Really?
Yes.
And that's how it's supposed to be?
Natural. When you discrimination.
And you are the reason why we are having this challenge.
No, we don't have a challenge.
We have a challenge.
The people themselves have a challenge.
But who need challenge?
The people have a challenge because in the first place, if I'm so as you are coming to me, you know very well that when I hear Ola Michael, I say me expecting Bema, and you won't ban you that you are coming. You know definitely that some interrogation will go on. Are you the one? So you are a male and you are called Michael. So why would you say Obano?
Michael is my surname.
So there are questions that will come up for you to answer.
Did we do right by closing down the office?
Yes.
Why?
In the Companies Registration Act, if what we want to close down is an office, and per the explanation of the
transgender.
Are you a male or female?
Or a transgender?
Okay. Per the explanation of the per the explanation of the man.
Also a female.
Per the explanation of the woman sitting down here.
Thank you.
That's per her name, but per her explanation that she's a woman.
Yeah.
So
you nimuna. Usheno. Ubeka so ba na be. Unimuni die first time.
See.
Yeah.
Because Oba.
Exactly. So
no. Menka saw your bar. Me say Meka say.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making.
Meka say.
Because who is saying no? Osebama.
And yes, Osoba. Oshemba nyama.
Okay, to your bar.
No. You careful. And yet you go no. Oshemba nyama. And you would way. Oshemba nyama for day. Michelle and Neola, who's so gentle and one goes to Jana, we school now radio. They make us any acting. Who's your soldier at the hour day? So the outfit of the person will just give you a title for the person until you go deeper. So make us or your bar and yes, say, Mashe or Shembanyama. And your bar Meriti studio, Hano. And come on, I make
Uhu Dorina or your bar Bema.
Why?
Dorin.
I was Shambata, the other account.
To your bar, right? Okay, at a dinner bones or your bar.
Or Tion or addresses or bar, asa.
Okay, you're closing down the office.
Oh, my close office in down. And now, today you would DT set up office. No, the companies ask for registration. HSO ever register any facility. There's a procedure you go through.
Okay.
You are able to explain the reason and the say NGO poor. You are there. Their forms no failure. And we need to know what you are doing. Taxation nabeba, upina man nabeba. And he said, yeah, okay. Is the reason for the establishment of the Yako closing it down. Then those who established it that didn't have this reason. Yes.
No, but she belongs to the community.
No, she doesn't. She's far away from the community.
Maxine, we are far away from the community.
I'm not far from the community.
Also, you're a member, right?
Yes.
My illustration between me company. Say a company say sister your two way. Or come. And I no more chile mu chile say waiting here. Now the core register general say be register company the view ha. Company LGBT.
It's an NGO. Yeah.
It's an NGO, it's whatever facility no. As the registration, they are questions that you answer to tell us what you are going to do. Now say you say we number be there is a particular category of das here.
Which is
Nyama no kan here no. Reasons of man for establishing a place no. Even an NGO no. Say wo kwa NGO po na for charity we uko adoption section we there uko fire for there uko AM for there they have a lot of clearance to be able to establish the institution and some ye baby am nkrofo aye marginalize won abehye ho obi a ye tiatiam abehye ho ni nyama na some go registration no more explain this say I don't think say man penny because you go close but it is an illegal structure and they are trying to define what the purpose is after they have been closed down.
Oh, Sana.
That's how I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
What am I saying? Because they know, say, when they go through the main door, they will not be granted option to open. She's saying, sir, Oko police station can report it, you know.
No, I say Obi abuse, you know.
Yes.
And I'll report to a police station.
In the first place, I will not defend the police. I won't defend the police. I don't speak for the police. But there is no structure in the police sector. I just say, Oba can abuse her, Maninko. Bema become buza jitum. There's nothing like that.
Yeah, that is true. But
so sir, it is a sister here two-way. Echo police station so go complain. Meaning the police university and say call addresses. I mean, I don't know why a policeman will sack her from the police station.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
And
if you are sacked from the police police station, why do you go? I don't buy it.
People are being blackmailed.
Ola, it's not only them. There are a lot of people who are not gays, who are not lesbians. They run to police to report issues, and they are not treated well. Yes,
exactly.
So you can't tell me that based on that they should establish a place for you. Are you establishing a police station?
No, that's not what she said. No. Maybe Bisani says some of the challenges she's gone through, and workers will be say.
No, you didn't follow. No, you didn't follow the conversation. Or say, and me we radio so.
And I would do what make you
man make him or say, nya maybe or move femu. And you no any example. The entire established so that nyama say no bar. Ubenya baby abe report. And I'm saying say, if you go to police station, now you anji one two. So for example, man Jimmy Antumintino may set up a place to arrest.
No,
I don't buy it.
No, but
as for the closing down, she says she's not in favor of the closing down.
Yes.
But I am in full support, and I will die with the support. I will stand with the support that forever and ever the place should be closed down. If they think they have anything that sounds better, credible, and presentable, like Sen Okeka Ohana, they should go through their channel.
Okay.
And then let's give them what they think they want. But nobody's mentalizing them.
Which channel were you expecting her to have gone through?
The registration process.
No. For her who has gone through some abuse from police.
She has. If you go to the police, the pips are there. You go to a police station and pips.
She doesn't know.
Oh, then you're not. Then she's not even qualified to be part of the community.
Oh, but how will I?
Angel, sorry, so council by me rap your time after news time.
Matia councillor kind. But like said, the customer one for Emma will be a problem. We must say any idea. Say what then why don't you announce it?
It's there.
You know, make it open, let people know.
It's open.
And I won't say, and you'll be asking, oh, Sika.
Yeah. It's not about money. NHI is coming.
You don't do it free. Won't go any free, you know. And they say, this how there. And the mum with the run microphone. Now, microphone say, hey, when you are free, Uber, you bet my church, your counselor or psychologist will say. And at the closure of the office will not change anything. Even though say young microphone, you say. You know,
I won't change anything.
It won't change anything.
So why did you do it?
No, if you think, say, we opened it because a man wants to sleep with a man, a woman wants to sleep with a woman, or people are having a natural common knowledge or whatever it is, you know, it's already going on. So you closing the office.
We don't know what's going
today, on. Tomorrow somebody will do it. Men do it.
And we'll close it 400 times.
Thank you very much, Angel Maxine. Thank you. God bless you for coming.
Hola.
Councillor, we patch up a number on tour.
Namane say, who feel say we are Bema Daniel Bar. Do na ye adwum yale. Enti brane mboa.
Okay.
0277 609 644. Tie me pa oba Bema na yete so mba anyama. Enyem paibo.
Okay.
0277
okay.
609 644. Na memmo yenka so obi hia obi a ombobo ne twede. By Munsu Amotesano, Munja in Shishahono, Yampem Asema, Munkote.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Martin, who social media handles?
But your counselor to be in country this will be in Kote because we are human
beings. If you are human beings, behave like a human being.
So, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Angel Magazine TV.
Angel Magazine TV.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my social media.
Angel Magazine TV on all social media. Thank you very much for coming. There. I was about time my palm cry. A common the sana near revisit time is so soon. And I make we have to listen to every part, understand why people do what they do. I love psychology. I love God that I had opportunity to study it. So we open our doors to listen to everybody. Ochenya me adu me be shia na ye ne Jana so aba etinu bacho mo fa mo date of birth no ento ochenya wo frɛ wo date of birth anu ama wo run down obi bia oba so ware na adwuma so wo ye ni nyina de be ma me di the Michael Kwakukola abnamo we me producer Doreen Free support with the production DJ Foreigner and Frima Bankro Castle Lutrot, my very best friend. You be US right.
Let's
go. We are out.
And this is what they wanted. No, but this is what they wanted. Let me wrap up and come back. But this is what they wanted, and that's what the point of time.
I mean, but I personally feel we need to understand stuff.
What do you understand? What do we need to understand?
You're signing out to you.
Must I understand what? Once it's unaccepted, it will forever be unaccepted. Madam Mekasa, sorry, say I'm Mekasa. Madam Ude Yakosia from Makosia, the over preaching. Sorry, I've taken Akosia out. Thank you very much. Or the Pentecost, the year for you. Tia, you can't, and Yansa, young Pentecost, Tia the American. Ye she and for such formation of the fructose, the mistakes, errors, which is as a result of clinical deficiencies. A doobie and baby fast or one yama and baby behavior. Nina can yes, yes. Say, so people so any sicker and it was a sort of 4 more. Now, all you so material be the man for you. Jaya can say, Namin mistake. But, sir, O baby at a sa now, unse ne bra bonnie na guru die eya dane and mema guru die na so your bar. Funny bang, baby a bit me up one. That's the first place. Now, yanti asian and piebo eya juma. Mean castle finding compible, but nyame bi e ba no hormonal imbalances a ye de ba na ye boa. That's one. Number 2. Won so a ya obi won so ya boa no saa ma wanyi ade na ekọ. No akohia nkrofobia ka se de omo ye no ma se wo daache. Na wo daache de me employ wo as a male. Ah, we are Michael. Next week goodbye I'll say Michaelina. That's my issue.
Yeah,
Michael
Jackson, yeah, Michaelina.
Sorry, I would like to correct.
Maxine.
We are toothpaste. We are toothpaste.
Toothpaste, Maxine.
So, Mamma, Papa, Ebusium, for shadow to the Ayadori. Now, sorry, one day, we say Ebusium for a mistake. And the mask now, the man, what is Zam, says Zimbo, says Zini, I go come. Oh, yeah, me bar. May eliminate you by rough tactics. If you say, what, Bonnie, the ambassador may won't. If you say, you've opened a wound in the family, as if to say, all of us who came to name you, all of us are not normal. As if to say, we say you are a male, we are all fools. My issue is simple. They want to be accepted. Why are they forcing to be accepted? When I go to places, I don't force myself to be accepted. But if you are not in the right apparel and not dressed properly and you don't fall within the category, that is where you force yourself to belong. If we had a proper chance for this lady sitting down here, who had a masculine whatever, or had a male whatever, or I didn't even remember, does she have a male organ and we are forcing her to be a female?
We'll talk about that already.
No, I just wanted to have a correction in my head.
She has a male organ.
And she has an active male organ.
Yes, sir. Do you want to try it?
No, it's not about me trying, but she says she has an active male organ. And she also has a active female organ. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay. So in the first place, she has an active male organ.
Yes.
It means she's a male and not a female.
Trapped in a female body.
No.
Female trapped in a male
it's
body.
not true.
So the dictionary is a liar?
Yes.
Then you don't have to believe.
You are reading which dictionary? You are reading. If you need to read for Wikipedia, the only Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
This is more or less like a transgender English.
Or a transgender.
There's nothing like that.
There's everything like that.
There's nothing like that.
There's everything
Please.
like that.
You see, anything is feasible. Anything is feasible. I'm talking about the formation. If your male organ is active, what must here? And then you don't have other things to produce a female thing, then why do you have whatever I say? Make us say a boy nanka wanda ni oba.
Okay.
Me meka. Sister your tiwe. Ya boy nanka.
So what's what
wanda ni oba. Yes, anya never boy no.
I never boy.
Nana, ni jamu no. They are the first call of responsibility.
They also didn't know.
No, how come they didn't know? How come they didn't know? Which hospital did they go to? Was she delivered in the forest? No, it's not true. How old is she? When the knowledge of childbirth and technology came, how old is she? What did not come? This thing far back in the 80s, it was there. Hermaphrodites were born. The first hermaphrodite was born. It was in the 20s. It wasn't common, but no, it wasn't common, but we're solving it. Ola, it was being solved. It was being solved. Ola, people are becoming hypocritical and trying to hide.
With all my education and knowledge, I didn't even know they could solve it. I didn't even know.
So because you see, there are people that don't study things. No, they don't study things. No, they don't.
You know, the SDGs and
people don't learn things that don't concern them. They are not like
exactly.
us. So they don't learn things that don't concern them. Is
exactly.
That not okay? That is why if you go,
I'm a parent and I've not learned it. I don't know.
The fact that you have not learned it, but there are people. No. Let me tell you something. On your radio here. On your radio here. I just gave an information. You know, out of the information, people have come for surgery for their children. Women were told every time you come for a postnatal, say, if you have a male child, in the morning when you're bathing for the child, always examine the scrotum to see if the testicles or both are there. Are you aware, sir? Baku Baku cyst, Baku missing testicles. How? On radio. That they didn't know, sir. You need to examine the scrotum every morning when you're bathing for the child. But you can't be some way. What do you mean? So people cannot justify their wrong. Wrong is wrong, even if everybody is doing it. Right is right if nobody is doing it.
Obi say adultery is also a sin.
Adultery.
By the laws of the Bible, and there are more, cheaters in Accra than all over the LGBTI plus people across Africa. Because they pass here. Did you see the opening office or demanding for rights? We do it secretly.
One of the things you know is that it is not what we are talking is not about sin. There's a difference between abomination and sin. They are two different words. And we are not looking for the sin factor in their act. We are looking at the abomination to our land. That's what we're looking at it from. So it's not about sin. That they say a man will decide to marry a man. It's a sin. There's no special sin. There's no bigger sin. There's no smaller sin. We are not talking about sin. We are saying that if your child is not forming well, I take care of cerebral palsy children. Cerebral palsy. And they have a lot of abnormalities. Cerebral palsy. Bosomba and Suba, that's the right word. Nampedina and Suba. And Suba Nankrofa some more. But it's a neurosyndrome deficiency via ever. Everywhere you are cloning and you are cloning to Budane, cerebral palsy child. What must say? Yes, starting a year common Crawford here. People are now living and bringing their children out. Since actual social media, from the last time I made me anti FIBA, you didn't come on. People now boldly come to show their cerebral palsy children out there. They are able to take them to restaurants to go and eat. It's not because they have changed from being cerebral palsy children to something else. But at the end of the day, they have understood who they are. And their parents are giving them the support system. So I believe that when we have issues like this sister sitting down, who is forcing to become a female because she has a male organ, but she believes that the body is calling for female things. I am thinking that sexually, what would be her sexual orientation? Because she's carrying a male organ.
She's a transgender.
What is? No, she's carrying a male organ.
Yes.
Does she have a female organ?
No.
So right now, is she going to have sex or do you have sex with her?
But she's got a female psychological makeup.
So she can be reformed psychologically.
Exactly.
It's not becoming.
From the beginning, people were not rejecting her.
No, who are the people?
Judging her and all that. That's the bell. That's a
why? The parents are those who are supposed to be blamed, not the public and not the society. So it is not society. You don't have knowledge about a child that you have brought forth to. A cerebral palsy child.
You have knowledge about it.
People have ulcer children. Are they ulcer? Are they doctors?
No,
so there are facilities and their situation you can use to take out. Oh, you know, repu now. There be a repu now. Rape near a crime.
Like you want for Ghana. They don't have that. What they tell me, Kakre?
Me people justifying the fact.
Understand.
It's not just Ghana. The whole world.
There are people who on
the whole world. Ola, the whole world.
Whatever. The whole world.
Yes. The whole world.
It's you can't blame them for
no, we are not blaming them. We are saying that if you are what you are today, and you have a male organ that is active, and you say I have a male organ in a female body, So when it comes to your sexual orientation, will you have sexual intercourse as a male or they have sexual intercourse with you as a female? And if it's a female, you don't have the female anatomy for penetration. So what will happen to you? That is what I'm saying, that by that particular calculation and her submission, she is still a man and not a woman.
You're reacting.
And that is what I'm saying. If they could have helped there by understanding the site, that's it. We have a team. The neurosurgeons are there.
Did you come with a card that has magazine something written on it?
No.
The counselors are there. The surgeons are there. So it's a teamwork. That this child is having this, but she is this. So you can't go and come and tell us it has ended like this, I am like this, so assist me and help me to be like this. Well, it is not too late for her to come back and be a man. And so that we can take the wig off, we can remove her fingers. And this by force breast she's trying to bring out there, we will make...
It's growing.
No, it's not growing. I mean, she's forcing it to grow. I said, she's forcing it to grow. The drug, if it's really there, let me tell you clinically, this is what happens in medical science. If there's something that is supposed to be produced by your body and it's not coming, immediately we diagnose you and give you a medication. It comes without force. You understand? So when you're feeling like a female, and the anatomy of a female is that the hips will come, the breast will come. Last time you can say, when you don't have breast, it's a deformity. The same way you have too much breast as a
woman.
woman.
Don't have breast as
yeah, oba wuni for a deformity. Sansuna oba bema onenufo epie no. Hey, hormonal imbalance is a deformity.
Okay.
Yeah, who breast that no stop growth no manage jai. What must say? It is oba bema e feel so your ba. No so you be sa na your man hormonal your balance hormones no immediately. No for the pie. What I say? It mean believe say young man your tie. No kura wa nyame anim.
Young lady.
Me hu no man.
No,
from the beginning, because say, how do we diagnose people in the fetus, in the womb with ultrasound? It is by the organ. And right now, she's come. She has not testified that even though she's wearing a female clothes, she has a male organ. So she's a man. Or a bema on your bar.
Can somebody be forced to believe what you believe?
No. Force.
Yes.
No, we're not forcing, but you cannot impose the wrong thing on us.
I'm not imposing.
No, this is an imposer. This is why people will reject you. Because once you still have a male organ, you have a penis, then you are a man. You are not a woman. And that is where the confusion and the misunderstanding is coming. So right now, when a man meets you to have sex with you right now as a woman, will you produce a vagina for penetration?
Yes. Yes, you will produce. You will produce.
Where will you get it from?
We will get it from estrogen. We'll get it from estrogen.
Where will you get it? Where will you get a vagina from? Nobody hates them, but I think that they are imposing something wrong on our psychic and our mentality.
We have people who...
And this young man standing, we have to help him to become a man. He can't die as a woman. We can't have a funeral for this boy. This girl, what's her name?
Angel.
Maxwell. Maxwell cannot die as a woman. And we have to help Maxwell stop dressing like a woman. She has to stop behaving like a woman. And let's help the penis to stand tall and have a desire for women and have sex with women, because it is wrong and it will die as a wrong thing. Ladies and gentlemen, may the man see me call am fi bae but no kra ne say ola kan say a na ma obufu aba no kra ne kan ya no kra ne kan ya me wo be ma be ma ne nka say me feel say me oba etimunya twa ma me e jimie me wo oba ma on ka say me feel say me ye be ma etimunya kwate ma me dabi. Wow, baby, na ne kosio kuma na da so no eso sen no ma e ya te se kote sorry e pie te se kote a fa ne bra ya sabe ya nhwe no. May assume say we have to force her to become a transgender person. Once you see signs of a male in your child, let's assist your male to be a male. Once you see the signs of a female in your child, let's psychologically help her to be a female. Don't begin to dress her, force her to walk like a female, force her to wear wig like a female. You are destroying an image that God has released to us. Nobody in any way should think that we hate anybody, but we hate the attitude of what they are showing to us. They cannot rubbish this nonsense on our face. And for that matter, we will speak against it. And congratulations to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and the Ghana Police Service for closing down this illegal structure. I am pleading, whether they think that it will change something or not, the framers and those who really organize the event, can you drag them to court under the law? Because how can they have a facility that was not registered? How can they take somebody's property and use the property for something that was not intended for? Friends and loved ones, there might be so many explanations to when people want to perform illegal acts. There can be so many explanations when people decide to do the wrong thing, but wrong will die as wrong. Even if the whole community is accepting the wrong, wrong is wrong. If nobody has attempted to do the right thing, right will die as right. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. Attacking people, I'm not for it. Beating people, you assume they are gays, I am not for it. Pouring water acid on people, you assume they are homosexuals, I am not for it. But if you're watching as a parent, or you are watching as that individual who is feeling that you are a female in a male body, seek for help. Don't grow to the stage of this boy sitting down calling himself a girl. Don't. Maxine can never be a girl. He is a boy. That is why the penis is still active. That is why he is having erection. Nobody's against anybody. Nobody's about to kill anybody. If you touch anybody, you abuse anybody, the law will deal with you. So don't beat anybody. But we will reject their attitude and their act. We will.
Hey, who was it?
We will reject it. I was going. But nearby. We will reject their attitude. Who born dog?
Dog born dog.
I said the same.
Guru na born.
Guru nabre. Guru nabre. You want to say na be yanko Kenya sa sema kubola kwa kwa ya unofficial or unofficial ocha. Yes, you are a musician. You can be invited to play anywhere because your interest is money. I agree. But you can't come and tell us that we should lift the ban and change the law for the sake of which people? What are you talking about? Then those who bleach will form an association of bleachers very soon. Let's get them right. When are your parents? Whoever has a relation with this boy sitting down here, the boy who was speaking, Maxwell.
Angel Maxine.
There's nothing angel about her.
I said
There is nothing angel about her. And I'm saying there's nothing angel about her because in the first place, she has portrayed herself to be a hair to all of you. So they are calling her Angel Maxine. Angel. Noko Mabi. Ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up and leave, I've done wrap up for more than 7 times. Because as a preacher, you close 7 times. Let me say a big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my suit that I didn't wear today, but the braces is now from Bodyline Clothing, and this is how we are dressing with everything. There's nothing called human rights, animal rights. The human rights is clear.
What do you mean there's nothing called human rights?
Something which is called animal rights. What is right, nobody forces it to be implemented. So human rights is rather meant for the animals. Because once a human being knows this is right, he does what is right. Bodyline Clothing at Accra Central, that's my building. One at Adena Michelle Efi. Koji chet in the blaze exhibition. Now look smart and fresh. Remember, Refi said the ginger chips is still alive. Yeah, we feel it. Boost your immune system. This is the ginger chips for Councillor Lutro. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Boy, I'm better to Hano. Ola na invite nyame. Ti mu hia na mo mfro la. Mo mfro la. Mo mfro la. Mo we di ola na ya baako. Frema tia ti say frame. Ye can no so so. But I want to say thank you, Mr. President, for closing down the facility. If they have 400 facilities, keep closing it down. When there are men in the town, we don't care about the number. If they are men and women, they should show us on their forehead. I am gay. I am a lesbian. Show us. You are infringing on our rights. And you are never telling that we are infringing on your rights. Let me repeat. Don't take the law in your hands. Listen to me. You can go and live in someone for the rest of your life if you attempt beating one. Because that one, the law is against you beating a fellow human being who is walking. The proof of lesbianism, homosexuality, the law is not from you. The police have the right. So if you live in an environment where you begin to see signs and symptoms of another structure coming up, or some group of people who are behaving and looking like not you, but looking like other people from the same army, alert the police for better investigation. Don't beat anybody. Don't fight anybody. Everybody can tell you that we also have rights. They don't have rights. They have left. If the person is behaving like a human being, George Lutrot, Frema, Adwa, accept them. When they begin to behave beyond that level and they want to impose it on you, don't touch them. Report them to the nearby police station for infringing on your normal human right with their abnormal sensual right. 0277 is my number. 609644 is the continuation. This number is mobile money as well. You can break the numbers into pieces and use it for lotto. When you win, drop it for me. 0277 609 644. When you call who because somebody has put mobile money number around, I could call Safu, I won't pay any pay. Let me read a few messages for you. My network, why your network is it my concern? Eric say, Ola, stop supporting him. He needs to be talked to. Yes. Ola, Eric Alote says I should tell you, stop supporting the boy sitting down here. He needs help.
I wasn't supporting him, but I'm just doing my job.
Ola was just being mischievous in asking his questions. And then we have, thank you so much, Ama. Che says, right, he says, and rights to humans to change into animals. Bulu, bulu, be. Well, let me end this here by saying that the president has done well by closing down the facility. And if they think what this boy was saying is the reason why they established it, they should come again. This boy will become a boy, and I'll bring him back to the studio as I've made him a boy. I can't impose it on him, but I'll talk to him behind the scene so that his penis will work well. There are girls who want to use him so that they can use him well sexually. Otherwise, boy. Good night till I see you again. Bye-bye for now.